Evening, guys. How y'all doing? Here we are again. Level 18, soon to hit level 20. Unlock a new ship that we won't be plying. We won't be playing or flying or plying. Gosh, they welcomed me back. Isn't that nice? Let's see where we are with our duty officers. 5 quests completed. Let's see. Disaster in our EVA suit training. No one appears to have been killed, but they've been injured, so yeah, they'll be unable to be used in duty officer missions for a while. Way to go, guys. Well, we've finished out security detachment to delegation to the Dominion. Nice chunk of XP out of that. Failure in the gravity combat. Oh, wow, my crew's inept. They failed in the zero grav combat training. They failed in the EVA training, the extra vehicular activity, and that one was a disaster. Okay, and intelligence leak has been uncovered. Good. And sickbay. Nice work, guys. Really impressive. Not really. Okay, not that one. It's operations, I think. Has part 2 of... resettle colonists. And this one will give us a bunch of colonists to resettle as an additional mission. That should do it. This one requires a quartermaster. There it is. We can now do the accept invitation by Cation scientists. Part 2 of 10. Good evening to those of you who've joined me. Oh, itchy scratch. Just doing some duty officer assignments, really. There we are. Nope. Tactical. Do we have any personnel sufficient for a tactical? Infiltrate the Orion Syndicate. That one's pretty dangerous. I'm going to give that one a skip. Sure. This one has a 4% chance for disaster. I have faith in them and their capacity for creating a disaster. 7%. Excellent. Off you go. It's evolution in action. The incompetent ones will die. And the competent ones get promoted. Console upgrades. Well, how about a random console be added to our collection? Experimental pistol upgrades. Sure, why not? We need more pistols. First officer got any? No. Well, a little flow capacitor coolant training. Sure. Shield emitters. Sure. Confiscate contraband from the crew. We can't have them having contraband. We've banned contraband. Begin sleepers. All right, let's go. Congratulations to all of you for surviving another Wednesday of the work week. A work week Wednesday. You were 60% done with your work week. Thursday, you can make it through. And then Friday, It's a cushy glide to the weekend. You're almost there. Trust me. Would I lie?
Spoiler, he'd lie.
Sleepers.
We're being hailed by Commander Navek of the Frere.
Well, as always, let's start by launching the first batch.
Welcome to the Talis system. I am Commander Kyle Navek of the IRW Frere. Commander Janik assures me that you are a capable officer. Looks like I'll get the chance to judge that for myself.
Understood. What are we doing? Scanning the system and defeating pirates. Arr, matey, we will defeat the pirates. We're not quite headed right. That ought to be a little bit closer. Nope. Asteroid Alpha. No scavengers here, sir. And we'll scan some hydrazine gas. And now I've got gas. Not quite lined up, but we're close. Alright, we have our full complement of frigates out. Why not? Yeah, frigate. That's what I always say. I don't always say. If that was all I ever said, that would be really, really boring. Oh, we're looking for something here. Don't know what. Oh, down below. Generally, we don't really break two dimensions. It's usually it's just a two-dimensional representation. But sometimes objects will be a little bit higher or lower than they appear in the mirror.
Sir, I'm getting readings that match those we picked up at Kittimer. You think the Borg tangled with the Alachi? If so, that means the Alachi have more power than we realized.
Do not concern yourself with this matter. Continue scanning.
They know a lot more than they're telling us.
All right. Presumably we're heading for that rock over there. Look at that ship. Glorious. If sex could move at warp speed, it would be this ship. We'll get back to the presumably pirate on our starboard side in a minute. There's a derelict cube there. That's probably a little bit troubling. More gas.
I'm picking up something large on the sensors. It's a Borg cube. At least now we know what the Tal Shiar is really after.
Yeah. Well, we have a destroyer escort that appears to be hostile. Shields failed. Target is failed.
Our sensors indicate you successfully cleared the area of some pirates.
think we need to clear off the other stuff first. Why they set up the mission like this, I can't honestly say. It is a suboptimal setup, to say the least. Go to here. And then there, and then there. Oh, I got another ship. There we are. That gravitic lance is really good. It murders stuff real good.
You are a capable combatant.
Thanks, dude. I'm aware of that. Nice to know that you realized. So... that appears to be about right. A little bit more to the left, methinks. Yeah, a little. Pretty close. There we go. That ought to be about right. The Borg. Be afraid. Be very afraid. Trying to see if I can get a decent look at what my frigates look like. I mean, they're adorably tiny compared to me. Okay, there, I can see one. Vaguely similar. Little squarer backside. Derelict cube, 50 kilometers. That's about 31 miles. $20 clicks. 12.4 miles. The Frere is hailing us.
Perhaps Janek was right about you after all. Now that you have cleared the area, we'll beam aboard the cube and conduct salvage operations. Although you have not been completely cleared for operation of this security level,
it's a follow.
we need your
Dejara
assistance.
has followed.
Therefore, I am authorizing you to transport over with my teams to provide logistical support. While on board, I expect you to submit to...
Okay.
Why are the tall Shi'ar tempting disaster by Borg? I can beam you over to the Borg cube whenever you're ready.
I only have one spiel so far. I need to work on another one. Welcome to my humble little stream of misfunction, malfunction, dysfunction, and frequently complete and total unfunction. You're most welcome indeed, and thank you very, very much for the follow. And good evening.
Why are the tall Shi'ar tempting disaster by boarding
Yes,
the
they
Borg
do like to
cube?
hear the sound of their own voice.
This is
Well, it
something that the
depends. In
Republic
some
will want to
missions,
know.
they really do.
We'll be
None
ready
of the
for your
older stuff, I
transmissions
don't
if you
remember
find
them
anything.
being quite
we'll be
as
monitoring your
loquacious.
progress.
By the way, I have a character named Loquacious who's a freed Borg.
I can beam you over to the Borg cube whenever you're ready.
Let's go. Beam me over. You're coming too. Having done the story a lot, I tend to skip through a lot of the story interactions. I played a lot of the Rommies when the Romulan expansion came out. Countless characters for the Federation. Some Klingons. A couple of Jem'Hadar. Let's go, Cryptic. Come on. You're on an SSD. Why it takes so long to load, I have no idea. Green. It's the relaxing color. It's really nice. We'll be monitoring your progress from the super macroscope. Call if you need assistance. There's some interference, blah, blah, blah. Click on the crate to get a flashlight. Oh, charming. Flashlight. Sure. Flashlight. Talk to Commander Kale Navek.
This Borg ship and all the drones aboard are in a regeneration cycle. However, the power levels are almost negligible. They are, for all intents and purposes,
I don't think it
in a
stays.
coma state.
Can't imagine.
That suits our purposes.
Played the Romulan intro mumble years ago. Well, yes, of course.
Operations. But more importantly, I need you to keep your heads down and do
first
as
played
you're
this
told.
game mumble
you're
years
used
ago.
to leading, but what is required now is someone who can follow
In the
orders.
beta.
Do that, and we'll finish our task.
Fine. Yes, whatever. Yeah. Oh, that's a little floaty flashlight. I could have used that when I was working in IT. Assist in salvage. Boopity boop 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 boop. Okay, so all the salvage then should be around here somewhere, right? We talked to him. Looking for any glowy bits that indicate salvage. Whoa! They're just leaving particles sitting around on the floor. I tell you, the Borg are terrible housekeepers. Shipkeepers. Blue quality Z particles. Nobody does technobabble quite like Star Wars. Emphasis on the babble. My favorite of all time, Once Upon a Time, in an episode, I don't remember what. It was a double stupid episode. The ship's hull was infected by a subatomic bacteria. Now, things can be subatomic, but they're not bacteria. Second of all, the way they cleaned it off was by a tunneling neutrino beam, and this is a double. Neutrinos pass through everything with astronomically small interactions. There are billions of them flying through your body every single second. They have enormous detection modules that we use here on Earth for scientific research. Huge, vast vats of ultra-pure water. And what we're looking for is single photons from when they react, and that happens occasionally. So, neutrino beam, second of all, tunneling. Something that tunnels is a particle that does this. There's a solid wall, it goes whoop, it stops existing, and it starts existing on the other side. That's quantum tunneling. So, subatomic bacteria, which can't exist, being destroyed by a tunneling, in other words, not affecting, neutrinos, which don't affect anything anyway, beam. Ladies and gentlemen, Star Trek. You know, throwing the words around is fine, That doesn't actually bother me. But be aware of their meaning. That's all I want. Just picked up the game recently. When you left, you had 2 tune slots. You get back, there are 8. Seemed like a sign. Yeah, well, and there probably is. If you check in the store under promotions and legacy unlocks, you can find you may have a lot of other stuff unlocked as well. And frankly, it wouldn't hurt to go through every slot and just see if there's anything sitting there that you can just claim. Star Trek physics is not real physics. Well, yeah, that's true. On the other hand, I imagine living in the world where Star Trek physics is real physics, that would be even weirder. True. Now, I don't expect them to be accurate physics, but if you're going to throw around a word like neutrino or tunneling, you should definitely be aware of what it actually means. Alright, well, it appears that I managed to not find all of the thingies I was supposed to find. Alright, so somewhere in here I missed a clicky. Oh, there it is. Back to Commander Novak.
Thank you for your assistance with the salvage operations. I requested a solid officer to help, and that seems to be what I was sent. Now,
Commander! Commander! You have to see this!
would you please report to Team 3's location and see what the disturbance is?
Evidently I will. Well, at least they're not asserting dominance by T-posing. Would be amazing to discover a new particle every few years. No hope of unified field theory. That would probably just be some p-dimensional subspace family if there is a unified field theory. Well, we're down to 3, right? Gravity, electro weak, and strong nuclear. Examine hollowed out area. It's a big hollowed out area. Well, there's a big sphere missing, and it appears that the big missing sphere went out through a little hole in the ceiling.
Understood.
It tunneled.
Well, we have never encountered this phenomenon before. The fact that the center of the cube has been removed does not change our mission. Don't get distracted. Get the data from the computers. Perhaps there's something...
I'll download the central database. Let me see. I'll just get out some 9-track tapes and we'll back everything up. Test subject, blah, blah, blah. Species 29 artifacts recovered. Preliminary testing indicates favorable results. Further study authorized. Project named Iconia. That's not disturbing at all, given what we know about the Iconians. Censure and using the Frere's carrier wave to disguise your transmissions. Ship sensors indicated that the other Tal Shiar teams are either out of your area or moving to other areas of the cube. Now would be the best time to transmit your data. Transfer now. Complete the transfer of data. There you go.
Return to me immediately.
I'm going to return to him immediately. Ever notice that in Star Trek they treat computers like we treat LLMs? They have answers. You just can't put full trust in them. Are you implying that the computers on the Enterprise hallucinate? Because they've got Majel Barrett's voice. They couldn't possibly be lying to us.
Excellent. I'm downloading our findings to the Frere now. Next, I'll need you to assist Team 3.
Commander, they're waking up. We We are the Borg.
They are the Borg.
From this time forward, your culture will adapt to service
Ah,
ours.
the M5. Excellent. Classic referral. Reference. There we go. Reference. The Daystrom Institute. Oh. They're waking up indeed.
This is Team 2. We're under attack by the Borg.
I mean, even if I'd never played this before, I would have known that they were going to wake up. I mean, just... Of course they're going to wake up. Now here's an even better reference than the M5 reference. Captain Dunsel. Also from that episode, of course. All right. Chekhov's Borg Charmer. If they show you Borgs in a chamber, Act 1. They're going to be shooting at you in Act 3. Yes. Oh, very nice. And a Chekhov's gun reference. Oh, I didn't find something I was supposed to look for. What is it I'm not finding? Oh, examine the body. Died of a self-inflicted wound. Okay, I can understand.
Still save Team 3.
Didn't want to be a Borg. I don't want to be a Borg when I grow up, Daddy. Don't make me. Benefits of a classical education. Very nice. Mr. Takagi. Is that a Die Hard reference? Mr. Takagi will not be joining us for the rest of his life. Your reference game is definitely on point.
He's been assimilated. We're too late.
Kill lead technician, remove the node. Where's he? Oh, there. I'll remove the node.
Sub-Commander Farouz has been studying Borg technology.
If we could have delayed the assimilation process,
He was the
Farouz
only
might have
one
survived. But we didn't, so we're outies. Old dudes are welcome around here. Escape the Borg. What are we looking for? We're looking for something.
Flanking damage detected.
Flanking detect, damage detect. In other words, I'm being shot in the ass. Leveling an STO lightning fast. It's faster than it used to be, certainly. Essentially, every time you finish a mission, more or less, you'll level up. Now, if you're doing duty officer missions in between...
I can override the cortical node here.
You will be assimilated.
And not playing too long any given day, you can... just by doing duty officer missions, you'll be able to level up relatively quickly, especially when you get a few more duty officer batches.
your technological and biological distinctiveness to our own.
I just can't say no to some loot that's just sitting there. It's just not in my nature.
1 minute.
Will be assimilated.
But like all older MMOs, they ease up on the leveling, for sure. They make it faster, easier.
Resistance is futile.
Oh, I gotta run and pick up
15
the
seconds.
Infinity Lockbox. Can't miss that.
10 seconds.
Some ways, like being an admiral, makes some of the liaison and ambassadorial missions much more sense. Real countries send flag officers to do stuff like that all the time. Yep. Beam me up. I've always liked the duty officer system. Now, sure, it feels a little bit mobile game-ish, but it's a low-impact way of, giving me something to do in a game that requires a little bit of attention, but not a lot, and provides, some reward, again, but not a lot. You can go too far with it. I'm not sure that it needed another similar system with the Admiralty system. And you don't want to overload a game, pardon me, with too many sort of casual game additions. The cube is activating. We'll have to destroy it. Destroy the cube. Damn it. Almost there. And fire all the things. Maybe I shouldn't do the boarding party since we're trying to blow it up.
Shields failing. Rear shields failing. Right shields failing.
Yes, I know.
Thank you for your help. We may have had a very different outcome without your assistance. As far as this mission goes, this
never
happened.
Understood. Depart the system. Just with some of the DOF mission categories, other than diplomacy and modding, had some flavor to them. Well, yeah, they most of them are pretty dull. One of the things I like is that they didn't do enough of. I thought it was chain events.
Excellent work bringing this information to
For
the
instance, I
attention
just
of the Republic.
set off
I had heard the
part
Tal
2
Shiar
of
was
10
interested in expanding their technical
on
advantage
one
through
sort of
Borg technology,
quest
but I
storyline.
had no idea they were going
Good
to
morning,
such
morning,
lengths to do so,
morning.
or that they were so foolish and short-sighted, or maybe so desperate. But in
Europe,
order
technically,
to expose the
probably.
true nature of the Tal Shiar, we will have to uncover more damning evidence than some Borg salvage operations.
Capacity.
Be ready. After that performance, Janek will have another
And in
assignment for
Australia.
you soon.
True. Well, let's see. I know Mathel's in Adelaide, and he starts streaming at 4:30 in the morning, which is probably around 10:30 my time. So 7 hours. Yeah, morning. Give or take, I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt and say good morning to you.
Congratulations, Centurion.
And actually, Mathel's in Adelaide, and they're off by a half an hour because apparently the people in Adelaide are insane. Unless you're in Adelaide, in which case that's right thinking.
In the Delta Corvi system is harboring several fugitives.
Cloak and dagger.
Among them is a man named Reman, who has close ties to the Reman separatists.
Are we really going to help the Tal Shiar invade another Romulan colony like ours? I'm not sure I'm comfortable with this.
Your objections are noted and ignored. Alright, we got new stuff. Let's see. Some guns. Guns. Can't use that. New shield. Could use that. Career specific rare kit reward. The sun over the yardarm, always morning somewhere. That's. I'm going to have to go out on a limb and say that's probably true. Hyperonic, not hyperionic, hyperonic radiation. Yeah. They give off a poo cloud. Triage. Is that to a target or AE? That's the AE heal. And sonic pulse. Don't show me. You won't even show me my ground abilities. Thanks. All right, fine. We'll assume I don't have triage. I could have known if I checked. I don't. But now I do. Ooh, new tier 4 armor. Let's see. Those are better resistance ratings, physical and kinetic. I'd rather have kinetic and energy. So these will go on Lada, or Lade, I think. She's the one who keeps charging into combat because evidently she's fucking crazy. Okay. And let's see, Tovan Kev, he's got a 4. Satra can use a 4. I don't want to spend too long on it, so we'll just skip away. And next up, we completed the... My duty officers are the craps. They're just not very good. I forgot to check. Did I have any... Trying to remember. Alright, treat a bone fracture. Sure. Minor fever. I'm really hoping the doctors managed to kill somebody who has a minor fever. Go to the Delta Corvi system. I'll trains work there. We will purchase another skill because we got another level. Defensive maneuvering, targeting expertise. The shuttle to Hogwarts will leave at 11 a.m. from Bay 9 3/4. Well, in this hand, a little bit of Harry Potter. In this hand, a little bit of Captain Kirk. And drain, improve drain, go away. Control. Not big on the drains. No, I have no problem with people being silly. Would you like proof? A young Jim Kirk at Hogwarts. I think he would, except for he would be like Harry Potter, except with bad attitude. You can say you're a Romulan, but I doubt you're actually physically a Romulan. I just find that a little unlikely. Now, it's fine if you identify as a Romulan. I have no issue with that. I identify as a grouchy old man. Oh, wait, I am. Never mind. Come on, Cryptic. If the original series is anything to go by, he'd not have Harry's awkwardness with women. That's for sure. No, I don't have the ears for it. Sir, we're being hailed by Commander Levac. He is the leader of the advance force.
Welcome to the Delta Corvi system. We are here under the guise of a raiding party. But our
I'm
primary
actually,
objective is to bring down
just
the
as a
sensor
narrative
grid
note,
so
I
our invasion
am
fleet can get
pretending
into
to
position before
be
the colony is
a
aware of their presence. There
supporter
are a
of the
few
Tal
colony-
Shiar.
Captain, I've marked the 2 substations we're responsible for disabling on
The
the
bad
map.
guys.
Are we really doing this? Are we participating in the invasion of a Romulan colony? Helping the Tal Shiar? Remember what happened to Viranet?
Yes, I do. Remember? I lived
The
there.
other Tal Shiar ships will be monitored.
Yeah, okay. Disable the sensor grid. No, we'll launch our ships. 4 pregnancy scares, 12 fights, 400 hours of detention. They just moved his bed and the rest of his kit into detention. There we are.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
Oh, I understand that they're not happy that I'm here.
Target's shields have failed.
Spock and Bones to Hogwarts as well.
Target's shields have failed.
Well, let's see. Clearly, Jim is Gryffindor. I'm thinking Spock is probably Ravenclaw, and McCoy Hufflepuff. This way next. And I'm sorry about that. Oh, one shot.
Target's shields have failed.
That gravity lance is really, really good. Seven-year boarding school isn't that different than an extended 6-year mission. That's a fine point. I hadn't considered. Wow, you could really do a mashup.
Sensor grid to get a transporter signal through without alerting.
We'll beam to the surface. We're beaming down. Eventually. Now, the technology it's disassembling you and reassembling you in another place. But it's just computer technology and power. So it should be able to duplicate you. I would like a spare me to be used for organ
The other
donation.
Tal Shiar ships haven't detected your presence on the surface yet, but you won't have much time before the rest of the invasion fleet arrives.
Who are you? Where did you come from? Hi, Vrimek.
You're Tal Shiar!
I'm not Tal Shiar. I'm working undercover for the Romulan Republic.
One of Datan's agents?
The Tal
What
Shiar
are
are
you
taking out your
doing
orbital
here?
sensor grid as we speak. There's an invasion force on its way. You need to evacuate your people before they get
A
here.
Tal Shiar invasion? I feared this day would come. This time, however, the Tal Shiar have chosen the wrong colony. No one will leave this planet alive.
What do you mean? Probably something bad, I'm gonna guess. Transporter accidents do that stuff all the time. They forget about next week. Yeah, well, that was always one of my issues. Is there's an episode of the original series where exposure to these spores makes you completely healthy. Even talks about growing back a healthy appendix where one had previously been removed in one of the characters. So all of a sudden, we have a cure for all diseases known to mankind. Just snort some spores.
I have certain contacts among my people. The Remans
So
have
they've got
become much
Falaron
more
weapons?
aggressive about
Why isn't there a
protecting
regularly
their
scheduled
interests
flight to that
since
planet?
the
Yeah,
loss
I
of
know.
Craterus. We are more willing
You
to
think there's
use
a waiting
measures
list for
that would
Risa?
have seemed
Holy crap.
unthinkable in the past. One of these
A planetary
measures
Thalaron
is
bomb?
Thalaron weaponry.
You might kill the Tal Shiar, but you and your
Underneath
people will
this
die as
comet
well.
is a fair price.
A fair price.
I've seen what happened to Craterus
You're
and
crazy.
other colonies at the hands of
We
the
can
Tal
still evacuate the
Shiar.
colony and save as many people
I
as we can.
suspect
We have to
you-
try.
I will delay the detonation to give you some time to organize an
I'll
evacuation.
start the evacuation. Leave his office.
The invasion has started. It's like Virenat all over again.
Yep, we have the Alachi up in the air. Quick, we've got some loot. If memory serves, that planet with the spores is that the one where Kirk has to provoke Spock into fighting him? Of course, that's a non-zero chance that everyone has used transports as a philosophical zombie if they weren't already. Yes. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. They're no longer who they were. It's the Perseus's ship, I believe, taken out to the nth degree. Ship of no, not Perseus. Ship of Theseus. There we go. Pretty sure it's the ship of Theseus. All right, that's one evacuation ship gone. This one next, I guess. Wait, how do we get to that one? Or is that one last? Can we get through here? I don't think so. No, okay. me? No, no, somebody's fighting. You done fighting? Stop picking fights with people. We have people to murder. Stick with these scheduled murdering people. Come on. What is wrong with you? Everyone shoot the Centurion. Everyone away? Not yet. Everyone. Waiting. We're waiting on you. Need to defend the shuttle. Yes, I know. Oh, there we go. That's 2 down. Everyone with me? Good, good, good. You know, sometimes it can be so hard to get good help. So many infinity lockboxes. Too bad I spent all of my Zen on the mud special that got me 8 account-wide unlocks. Definitely the best payout I've ever gotten from saving up my monthly stipend as a lifetime subscriber to the game. Accolade complete, Senator. I didn't take a payoff. Reciprocal rehabilitation. Alright, we have to wait for beam in more baddies. We're waiting. We're still, there they are. There they are. I don't know what Lade does. Lade really pisses off everybody on the opposite team. She must have a taunt enabled. That's 3 out of 4, 1 to go. The always fascinating cryptic quest mechanics. Alright, everyone kill the set. Wow. Oh, holy crap! I didn't even notice. Wow, we're getting our asses handed to us this time. Somebody was kind enough to res me. Where's Lade? There's Lade. We'll res her. I beat you to it, Satra. Batches and then a counterattack, and we will have saved as many of as many of the civilians as we could. Everyone hit to the Centurion scientist. Another lockbox. I've mentioned it before, last couple of days. I used to take my stipends and regularly spend them on keys, and in all of those keys, never once got the top reward. I was given a reward by some friend who bought more keys than I ever did. But I never actually opened the top reward out of a box. A lot of secondary ships in the old Tier 5 days. Stuff like the alternate version of the Tier 5 Klingon carrier whose name escapes me. Vokuv, I think? Which was a ship I actually enjoyed playing a lot. The Mirror Vokuv, I think it was.
Done all we can and saved as many colonists.
Alright, and now we need to find the person we need to find.
The Tal'Shiar are close to controlling the entire colony.
I've evacuated most of the colonists, but are you sure you want to do
Are
this?
you sure you're not a Tal'Shiar agent?
Do what you feel you must. Oh, guys, beam me up. Beam me up now. Now would be good. Commander Levitt.
What are you doing here? Are you helping these colonists?
I'm not going anywhere with you. Everyone, shoot him. I threw a big heal to all of my friends. Board the shuttle. The shuttle? Well, before we launch the shuttle, though, we need to pick up the Infinity Lockbox, because you never know when you might need one of those, because you can buy them for free. There's the Athaleron wave, destroying all life on the planet. Oops.
It is done. Delta Corvi has been erased from the map, along with the Tal'Shiar invasion force.
We told everyone to rendezvous at our ship. We'll meet them there.
I don't know how to thank you. Our colony is gone, but my people... No one would have survived without you.
That's right.
Ah, there you are. This is
Sela.
the Empress. It's time we spoke. Prepare for transport. I have to congratulate you. We've been trying to catch Reman for some time.
Liar! Coward! You said you would protect me! You said you would help us!
I'm sure many things were said. It's your fault for believing them. Deception is a means to an end. You were a threat, and now you are not. And my friend here is a loyal agent of the Tal Shiar.
Tell her it's not true! Tell her you would rather die than be her puppet!
I am Tal Shiar.
Tal Shiar scum! I should have killed you when I had the chance!
Now that he's dealt with, let's talk about you. I need someone who sees the bigger picture, who understands more than just
Honestly,
blind
I'm a double
loyalty
agent.
to
I'm not really
Hakeem.
Tal Shiar.
I think you're that
They won't let
person.
us be bad guys.
I'm
They'll let
upgrading
us
your
pretend to be
security
bad guys and,
you will
well,
have
sometimes do
access
bad
to our
things.
most restricted locations.
And sometimes the Federation does
But
horrible
be careful
things.
where you shine your light. There are things in the dark that don't want to be found.
Are we the baddies?
That couldn't have gone any worse. We did exactly what Sela wanted despite our best intentions. We even advanced our standing with the Tal Shiar. I don't know. Perhaps the greater good will outweigh this tragedy in time. Even if it does,
Well, what do you mean?
we've
We
still
saved
made an
all the
enemy of
civilians
Vredek.
from dying.
If he survives his interrogation, that is. Are you ready to
See
leave
the face
yet?
all the Tal Shiar
I
I've
know
run
I
into.
am.
Fortunately, we get to kill many of them. Many of them. Keep in mind how many people are on board the ships that we blow up. But they're all bad.
I can't believe Rimmick detonated a Thaleron weapon in the atmosphere to destroy the Tal Shiar invaders. It's tragic
Well,
what
I
happened to
think
that planet.
I'm...
But the Tal
I've
Shiar
earned
should never
a
doubt
promotion
the resolve of people willing to
at
die
level
to
20.
be free.
Oh, I'm about to
And
get
it's
2 bartenders
unfortunate
and
what
an
happened to
advisor.
Rimmick. But the Empress herself
Bartenders?
has taken an interest in you.
Definitely
That's
a win.
dangerous, but it's also an opportunity.
No, their leadership's not
You
very
now
good.
have
It's...
clearance to delve into the deepest, darkest
They seem
secrets
to
of the
not
Tal
be interested
Shiar.
in doing what is the
Comb
most
through those
effective.
archives and see what you can find.
They
while we
often
wait for
seem
Janek to make
to be far
contact.
more interested in twirling their mustaches, so to speak. Ding me, mate.
Congratulations, Sub-Commander.
We're being hailed by Admiral Kararak.
Congratulations. You've proven yourself to be invaluable to the Republic Navy and earned the respect
I'll
of
return to
Republic-
New Romulus. Tal Shiar grunts are like grunts everywhere. Yeah, you would think. A lot of them have undoubtedly have no choice or have been, you know, effectively propaganded.
You have complete access to our data.
I do.
That is a great deal of knowledge.
Yeah.
And a great deal of responsibility. Use it wisely.
I will. Well, that's one of the great things about, if you're a reader of fantasy novels, about Glenn Cook's Black Company series, is it's written more from a the point of view of the guys down in the proverbial trenches. Weapon specialization, pardon the yawn. Weapon amplification, shield hardness. Well, we got to there. No, we don't want to retrain him. There we go. Press the right buttons, Lens. Press the right buttons. Oh, we have a ground point as well. Might as well. Alright, we've got to talk to Kararak, and he's in here. To be promoted to Sub-Commander. Sub-Commander Lenz.
Greetings.
Oh, go to the shuttle bay. Went the wrong way. Where's the right way? That's not the way. That is not the way. This is the way, I think. I don't need a commander's gig. Ship equipment. Customize. It's perfect. I'm currently in the Reman Type 1 because it's the prettiest. The Mogai is just a lovely ship too. I mean, the Romulans get the best looking ships. The Mogai is beautiful. The Derridex, of course. My Valkis is gorgeous. The Talaru. I mean, the Heavy Escort is a very nice looking Fed ship. Make no mistake. Pardon the yawn. If I were going to change, I would go into the Mogai. Because it's beautiful. It's beautiful, man. Speak with the ship requisitions officer. Is that not it? I mean, I could buy it, but... Oh, we've got... Duty officer missions completed. Let's see. Success. We treated a bone fracture and a minor fever. Man, I got a lot of crap. Plasma beam array. More consoles. Oh, but we should have tiered up our ship. Yep, we now have additional weapons and console slots. Mwahaha. Rear weapons. We're still in the mix and match stage. I don't want to actually acquire the ship. Go to the shuttle bay, speak with the ship requisition officer. And then speak with Admiral Kararak. Okay, so that... Did I not... is that not the ship requisition officer? That's the ship management officer. This, I think, is the ship requisition, because it's... That's the customize. There we go. Alright, so we got a new ship. Take me to the lobby. Did I forget to... No, we've got Ron Rider Station now. I don't think we need 2 boarding parties. I can also promote Toa and Kev now. Good. Let's see. There we are. Promote him. Excellent. We now have Torpedo Spread 3. God, I love Torpedo Spread. It's just so much fun. Best ability ever. All right. What else do we have? We need to go to the officer. for some training manual stuffs. Let's see. Alright, so Tovan Cav will give us that. Lathe gives us that. Science team and hazard emitters. T6 Klingon recruits get it pretty sweet too. Yeah, I don't remember which ones those are. I've got a number of ship unlocks from previous past purchases, so I have a very wide array of options. Question: to the destroyers that come with the lifetime sub worth using? Some ships seem to be more equal than others. In my experience, not really. Back when the tier 5, they were fun and cool because they have sort of 2 different modes they can swap into, and I think they were animated. So back then, I think they were. I don't know how I would feel about buying a lifetime sub now. It was, I mean, given the amount of time I've played over the years, it was easily worth it. But I'm not sure if it would still be worth it. I mean, there are so many other games out there now, too. Shield, boarding party, yeah, I don't think Ronra's selections right now are not particularly floating my boat. Oh, you got a lifetime of the last 50% sale? Then, yeah. If you've got an additional character, or well, if you got a character who wants to play around with the lifetime ship, the Chimera, because it's a shape changer. I can't remember. I think they brought in a T6 version, but I'm not positive. The T5 version, I wouldn't think was worth it. Especially if you're at 65. Let's see. Engineering ground. Shield recharge. Engineering space. There we go. Engineering team. I'll buy one. And then in tier 2... RSP. That's not how much you would spend without the lifetime sub, at 50% is worth it. Yeah, I mean, again, it depends. You by default, you're getting 500 Zen every month, so that's 6,000 Zen a year, and 6,000 Zen is $60, right? Plus, you get a lot of, account-wide buffs, too. So, yeah. At 50%, probably worth it. Especially if it's a game that you constantly go back to. Exactly. Extra slots and stuff. Not Viril, Rana. We gotta have some kind of suit we can give her. Some kind of crappity shields. Why didn't that... skills. We want her to learn engineering team. And wrong thing. There we are. Engineering team, and we want her to learn where is it? Did I not? Boarding party was reverse shield polarity. Did I not buy it? I could have sworn I bought it. What? What? Engineering RSP1. Have to promote her. There we are. RSP and no. Engineering team 1. There we go. All right. So we've got everybody's got all of their space stuff put together. At least until I get, what is it? some command and temporal stuff to work with. My inventory's filling up with crap again. Oh, did we have... That's a security officer. I can't remember if there's somebody in here I can just sell junk to. I don't think so. There's someone in here. I just need to sell some junk to free up some inventory space. Note, it's a focusing lens. That's me when I concentrate. Yeah. I will also note that part of this UI is absolute trash. For whatever reason, it puts the R&D materials at the top of the list, despite the fact no one ever wants to sell the R&D materials. The R&D materials should appear at the bottom of the list. Cryptic. Cryptic. So that. Oh, MOBA fruit. My favorite. Not really. Vulcan Plamique soup. Who doesn't like Vulcan Plamique soup? Evidently Spock, if you ever saw Amok Time episode of the original series. As he throws it against the wall. Gach. Sluggo Cola. Everyone loves Sluggo. But you're an Hesperat. Good evening. Welcome. Welcome to my nightmare. I hope I didn't scare you. Exothermic induction field. That's an engineering one, isn't it? Salvage it. We'll just salvage it. Totally cleaned up and organized now. Not really. Slightly cleaned up and everything clumped together in a couple of clumps. Iota Pavonis. I'm going to transwarp. You note he has an ocular implant as a former Borg. He has a lens. Been sifting through all the data we have access to, blah, blah. Go to the Hobus system. Hey, what do you know? We're at the Hobus system. I am indeed. It's been a while since I've played through the Ramis. Played a lot of the Romulans when the expansion came out. Just like I played through the Romulan rep on a number of characters over the years. In this game, like pretty much every MMO I've ever played, I'm an alcoholic. Got yourself T6 off coupon and you don't know what you want?
The
That's a good
information we
question.
found in the database points to some sort of installation in this system.
I'm talking to someone,
Even the
Tovan.
tall
Would you
Shi'ar
shut up?
will need to stay sharp.
Thank you. So I just dropped 150. I'm sorry, I dropped 15,000 Zen on one of the current mud bargains. Seriously, taking forever to load the store. Cryptic. So that was, well, I get 500 a month from being a lifetime subscriber. So that's 2.5 years of saving up. There we are. Okay, so I got this, the Mud's Choice Pack. I got these 3 ships. That's the Vulcus that I'm currently flying, the Klingon model, which I can't remember the name of, and the Universe class. Also got these 3 in a pack. You get 3 choices. So this 3 is one pick, this 3 is another pack, and I got 2 of the T6s. So I understand. Now, my understanding, if you don't have them, I do have the Armitage, I think it is one of the great ships that you can get with the T6. And the other one that I don't have, that I'm going to spend one of the T6s on, is the Gagarin class. So if we go to ships and we search for the Gagarin Miracle Worker Battle Cruiser, is one that I see recommended pretty much all the time. I'm not sure if it's the console or the Tier 5 ability, but the Gagarin gets mentioned constantly. Is it the Armitage? No. Arbiter. Arbiter? Arbiter. The Arbiter was another one that I picked up because it was, at the time, universally recommended. And it is very, very good. It's a 5.3 weapons setup. So those would be the 2, if you're planning on playing Federation, that I would suggest you at least look at. Now, I am not completely up to date on the game. I only occasionally play now. I used to play a lot more, using the Inquiry class Miracle Worker at the moment, which is the Inquiry type. I have not played any of the Miracle Worker ships, I don't believe. So my information is a bit dated, but I think the Arbiter is still well looked upon, and I know that Gagarin is. So at least give those 2 a look. My intent, certainly at this point, is to spend one of my T6 coupons on the Gagarin. Conduct a deep space scan. There's a strange magnetic signature return. Placed a waypoint on the map. Oh, okay. That was helpful. Thank you for placing that. The only problem with the Valkis is, well,
We're detecting an increase in subspace
she turns
distortion.
like a boat.
Could be a cloaked ship.
Oh, it's a Mogai, one of my favorites, and now I have to shoot it. Hey, my little friends, you want to shoot some stuff? And let's see, we need... Oh, I should be able to...
We've compensated for the interference and can continue scanning. The magnetic signature return appears to be artificial.
Alright, where to next? Deep Space Scan Bravo. Weird seeing a carrier with 8
Isolated
weapon
another
slots.
false return. Yeah. I've placed a waypoint on the map marking the area we should check out.
Historically, I am a
What they're trying
fan
to keep us from
of
finding.
carriers. I love my Vonth. Well, that's because you love carriers because you're a right-thinking person. Especially the gem and R ones. Yeah, I have the gem as well. All right, here we go. This is what I've been waiting for. Catch, boys. It just doesn't get any better than torpedo spread.
One more scan, and I can isolate the false readings.
It's just the most fun I can have with my clothes on. Which is a terribly sad statement to make.
I've detected another ship within the nebula, and I've placed a waypoint on the map marking the area we should check out. Let's see if we can lure them out.
Well, I can certainly load up. Preload.
Probably an ambush.
My torpedoes.
Suggest we go to yellow alert.
Oh, look, it's a Dideridax. And I know what they need. They need a gravitic lance. Oh, dear. I don't think that's going to buff out. I gotta say, that gravitic lance is a horrifying beat stick. It essentially one-popped that Dideridax. I love it so much. Scanning. Scanning. Beam down to the base. My single biggest complaint about the game forever was too many of the missions are warp in, fight some ships, beam down, fight some dudes, beam up, fight some ships. Ah, the Jupiter class. I've managed to resist the impulse, and now that I have these two other carriers, which are presumably stat-wise very similar. I don't know. I assume the universe is a 4-4 as well. All right, so those are the those are the Dreadnought cruisers. Those only have a single hangar. The temporal heavy dreadnoughts. Yep, it's a 4-4. So, the universe is a 4-4 as well. But then it's as big as a goddamn planet, just like the Valkis. And then the Klingon, the big chunky boy, is also equally big and I believe has, 2 full hangars. I don't remember about the Vonth. I know the Vonth has 2 full hangars. I don't remember about the weapons layout, but I can find out. The Vonth is a 4-3. So not quite as powerful, but then it's not from the future. Significant energy readings, blah, blah, blah. Oh, hi, guys. Oh, that was good. I tried my melee attack at range. Let's see. Doors open. Somebody in there is throwing around psychic powers. Shadow Guard Elite. Who do you think you are, Vulcan? I have been invited to join a fleet. I would never join a fleet that threw me a blind invitation. I am starting the data download. Baddies. Progress almost complete. Another batch coming in.
Enemy targets on center.
Why am I being notified that I have of everyone joining Bravo fleet? I didn't join any goddamn fleet.
Flanking damage detected.
Oh, that's task force. Where the hell's the fleet information? God damn these idiots. Where's the frickin' fleet information? I don't remember. No. Character, inventory, no. Social. Is that the fleet? That's the fleet. How the fuck? I didn't join any goddamn fleet. They are fleet level 82. I mean, I didn't join. I promise. Zensar's 5, 4, 3 aft for weapons. Yeah, I don't think anything has more than 8 weapon hard points. Not that I'm aware of. I mean, even though they are, it appears like they've got every freaking thing in the world. I'm just not comfortable. Even if they have everything, and it looks like they do. You know, they just are inviting all kinds of people randomly, and I'm not a fan. How the hell do I leave? I mean, I didn't see any pop-up for it. I mean, I must have been hitting buttons and didn't notice that I hit the appropriate button to join. How the hell do you leave a fleet? Bottom right, there's a leave. Select roster. Bottom right, there's a leave. Roster. I just can't do it, even though it would be advantageous. I blind invitations to guilds, whatever they want to call them, guilds, fleets, kins, anything like that. No. If you ask, I might say yes, but if you just throw me an invite, I'm not interested. Even though, in this particular case, there were a lot of advantages. These guys had a full, looks like they have basically every single thing available through the fleet. All of their various bits and pieces you can add to a fleet. It looked like they had them all. Where's the freaking clicky that I'm not seeing anywhere? Where is clicky? Oh, there it is. Oh, now we get to fight waves. Always fun. Not really at all.
Flanking damage detected.
All right, first batch. Next batch. We are certainly lucky that they like to come in batches, because otherwise, if they came in all at once, we'd be screwed. All right, you guys fight that. I'll pick up this infinity lockbox that will never get opened.
Enemy target on sensor.
Everyone, nope. Lotta's laying down again. God damn it, where is she now? Laid, sorry, laid. Where the hell is Jesus?
Enemy target on sensor.
She does a great job of ending up unconscious, let's say. Everyone get back in here, please. They're always so enthusiastic. Assault the command center. All right. I guess we have to go back out.
So, Hakif's dogs finally arrive. Stand down, or my guards will kill you. Do you even understand Hakif's role in all of this?
Yeah, he's a tool.
He is just as responsible for the destruction of the homeworld as I am. Perhaps more.
Maybe you shouldn't have blown up our home planet.
My goal was to help our people. Before you decide who you believe, give me a chance to explain.
Talk to Terrace. Why are you pointing your pistol thing at me?
You should know that when I first encountered Iconian technology more than 40 years ago, I was the commanding officer of the IRW Hakona. The ship was almost destroyed by an Iconian virus.
Hakiv deceived you, but you aren't blameless.
Hakiv was the only one with whom the Elachi would communicate. They gave him the device and said it would bring about the return of the Iconians. I asked Hakiv to study the device before we released it. He told me it would do what the Elachi said, that it was
Millions
safe.
are dead, our homeworld is gone. Someone has to
better
answer for
future.
that.
I have only sought the Iconians in order to understand who they are. Their technology is so great. Their empire was so vast.
I can ensure you get a fair trial. I have friends in the Federation. I have friends. I know people.
To control the galaxy. I'm trying to fix this.
You're assuming a lot, Terrace. Earth-shattering kaboom!
Surrender in the name of the Tal Shiar. Put your weapons down.
Does that ever work? Telling people to put their weapons down? Really? Does it ever work? Especially the Tal Shiar, who are known for disappearing people? It's in my nature. I must pick up all of the loot. All of it. There can be none that goes unpicked up. The entrance over here. Is that where she ran? Where did she run it to? Over here? No. Over there. An Iconian gateway.
Let's see. Red, green, red. Tell Hakiv this is.
There's one of your friends in Rome that you know? Does he have a wife? Incontinentia? More assholes. Sorry, more. Talsha. Have you guys, like, never, ever opened a door? I have a very good friend in Rome. He's named Biggest Dickus. Let's move over here. We'll set him on fire. We'll throw heals to all my friends. Save it now and see what T6s come out in the future. Yeah, that's good. And definitely, I would say, if you don't regularly, check the Star Trek Online subreddit and also the subreddit for Star Trek Online builds. As you're most likely to run into the real heavy hitters for content and optimal builds and stuff. Set the gate to self-destruct. Where do I set that? Over here? Doesn't look like it. Over here? Doesn't look like it. is. There's the glowy. I definitely wouldn't hurry to spend it. Continue using your inquiry you enjoy. Because you enjoy it? Yeah, I mean, I've still got... I'll run you through my characters here in a sec when we finish this up. The gateway is too powerful. It must be destroyed. I'll be right behind you. Pushing you. In front of me. Keep going, keep going. Boop, boop, boop.
Automatic self-destruct activated. 3, 2, 1.
Got it. There's no time. I'm using the gate. We'll do a walk through my characters here.
I could not be more pleased with your progress. There is only one other agent who has managed to infiltrate the Tal Shiar so successfully. He, however, is in a position that makes him unable to report.
Was there something?
Congratulations,
Sting 21. Let's see. We're down here.
I hope this message reaches you. Your cover as a Tal Shiar agent has been blown, and your location is currently unknown.
Was there something you needed?
I'm on Hakiv's ship. Alright, so here's Lens, my newest character, and of course his beautiful, beautiful, beautiful ship. Lens Lark. Currently flying one of the Jem'Hadar ships. Not sure which. Borborygmus. He's got one of the... Tholian ships. Yeah, well, spidery... Their outfits make them look like they're robotic. Presumably they're inside them. Malagate, I think he's my only level 65 Klingon. He's actually, a Lethian, and he's flying one of the Feklari ships. I can't remember which. Maybe the carrier there, too. I do like my carriers. My Vonf pilot, Voylodian Gagnazdiak. If anyone gets that reference, I'll be amazed. I'll be stunned. It's a book reference. But the Vonf is... It's a pretty bleeping ship. Crackaback. One of my Jemmies. Trunch Spleen Eater. Another Gorn. Kerplop. He flies the Cthump. That's from the alternate timeline. The J.J. Abrams Klingon ship. And this is my most played Jemmy. Snack Attack. Flying the Polaronian Cheese. Yeah, the J.J. Abrams verse Bird of Prey. The Polaronian Cheese, and he is Snack Attack. My first Klingon, Spongo. Ak Oop. He's flying another one of the ships that came with the Jem'Hadar expansion. It's the more escorty of them. Kokor Hekkus. He, I think, has got the Arbiter. Skeeve. He's flying one of the temporal ships. He's currently located in Q's Winter Wonderland. I'm betting he's been there for a couple of years. You'll note, I'm not very far down on my list of characters yet. Tikatok, another one of the Jem'Hadar ships. Kreplach. He's flying another of the Feklari ships. Splunge. Another one of the Feklari ships. That one may be the carrier, actually, I think. Minimus, one of my original Ramis. Spork, one of my original Vulcans. Not sure what he's flying. Guardian ship, maybe? Ichnach Khad. I can't remember what it means in Klingon, but it's something insulting. Yersinia Pestis, my Orion pilot, and she is still flying, I believe, the Mirror Vokuv. Stakadek, another one of my Jemmies. Glaurung, another Gorn. Ludicrous, one of my Ramis. Loquacious, who I mentioned earlier, another one of my Ramis. Sejanus, named after a historical character. A historical character, historical person, whose character was played by Patrick Stewart in I, Claudius. I, Claudius, Patrick Stewart, with a bad wig, played alias Lucius Sejanus. Agrippa, another one of my... Yeah, he's my Reman. Crassus, another one of my Romulans. Prolix Verbose. I don't remember Prolix off the top of my head. Ah, he was the one who flew, and he's flying the top-end version of the Obelisk. Spongo, another Vulcan commander. Octothorpe. Most of these are at 60 because I haven't played them since the levels went up to 65. He's flying another one of the time-traveling ships. Belasco. Oh, they changed it. It used to be... Oh, you can see it. You know, his arms are invisible in the short sleeves. His chest is too. I created him like this, and this is the Wrath of Khan's chest piece outfit. And so it's supposed to show his bare chest, but the chest and arms never showed up. They're invisible, and they look like that in-game as well. And he's flying... Oh, I don't remember the name of the ship. Crap. And we have Culhane. A little Lobi that I created some time back. And then Gerthang, who I think I created for the Klingon... The event they have where you have all kinds of bonuses for leveling up a character created during the event. And they don't have to be finished during it. They get all kinds of bonuses and gifts as they level up. Anyway, they were created during that. So as you can see, I have a lot of characters. It's possible I'm not entirely well in the head. This is actually not a Klingon. This is a Cardassian, actually. Yeah, and so we can create Oh, the leveling bonuses? Right, yeah. I can't remember. There's a name for those events. They've had them for the Klingons, for the Federation, of course. So, for instance, if you're going to create a Starfleet character, because somebody asked, Nodnox, I think, asked about this last night. And so these are the characters that are available by default. Humans, Andorians, Bajorans, Benzites, Betazoids, Bolians, Cardassians, Ferengi, Liberated Borg, Pakled, Rigelian, Saurian, Talaxian, Tellarite, Trill, Vulcan, and Alien. Hold on. Pardon the yawn. So those are all available for Starfleet. If you go with the Klingon, you can go with Klingon, Klingon the Next Generation, or Klingon Discovery. Cardassian, Gorn, Lethean, Liberated Borg, Nausicaan, Orion, Talaxian, or Alien. If you go for the Discovery Starfleet, Human, Vulcan, and Alien. If you go for the Dominion, you've got Jem'Hadar and Jem'Hadar Vanguard. If you go for the old series Starfleet, you've got 23rd Century Human, Andorian, Tellarite, or Vulcan. And for the Romulan Republic, Romulan, Reman, Liberated Borg, Romulan, or Alien. I know Nodnox had asked about that, so there are a lot of options, but mostly those are cosmetic, outside of the different starting experiences. I'm going to call it here for the evening. I want to thank you guys for hanging out. The Borgs are cool, and they have some nice advantages as well. I should be back tomorrow at the usual time, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe, morning in Australia. Good to know. I'm not sure what I'll be playing. Possibly more of this, possibly something else. I have so many games that I still want to be playing right now. And normally when I want to play a game on stream, I want to only play it on stream so that it has whatever narrative arc intact for people who are watching it. So, I'm not sure what I'll be playing tomorrow. Maybe this, maybe something else. It's going to be the same old trash, regardless. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for hanging out, as always. I am very, very appreciative of you guys hanging out, especially, those who choose to partake in chat. I think I'm a better streamer when I have a lively chat, and that makes for a better stream. But for those who are lurking, I appreciate that too. Make no mistake. So, back tomorrow. I hope the rest of your Wednesday night goes great. I hope your Thursday goes quickly so you can get on to Friday, because that's when the weekend starts, assuming you work the regular Monday through Friday schedule. I once worked Sunday through Thursday, so I know not everyone does. Regardless, I'm going to call it here. So, I'll be back tomorrow at the usual time with the usual nonsense. Hopefully you'll see me soon. Have a great night tonight. Take care, and ciao for now. Good night, guys.